Many of the things that occupy our time today are trivial, which means that they are not vital, and the only thing we achieve by paying too much attention to them is to put obstacles in our way that prevent us from giving our best in those activities that really matter and that will lead us to success. Less but better is the central idea of essentialism. And as McKeown explains in his bestseller book, Essentialism, this is the key to elevate our life to its highest productivity potential. In our work and in our life in general, we get caught up in the idea that if we are busy with too many things during the day, we are productive, we are the strongest. But all this does is waste our energy reserves on activities that do not contribute to our long-term success. And it is at this point that the frustration of not seeing progress makes us develop the feeling that we are lost. In this video, I will try to analyze some of the principles of this book and discuss some tips and strategies that we can implement in our daily lives to get out of the spiral of frustration and achieve real progress in that life project that really matters to each of us. Enjoy! Let's start by defining essentialism as a relentless and disciplined quest to do less but better. This doesn't mean that you abandon everything completely and don't dedicate yourself to doing what you should do. It consists of optimizing your activities to the point that they are the right ones and filtering out all those that are not. To begin with, the author proposes a question that will allow you to take the first step towards an essentialist life. Am I investing in the right activities? The word right is the key because it takes us away from the idea that we can do everything. And I know that maybe you're thinking that you can do it, but let me ask you something. By doing everything, will you get the results you really want for your life? By giving your time to each person who wants it, will you be able to progress in those projects that will make you successful? To this end, the author raises the issue of priorities. The word alone is already a problem, because as discussed in the book, priorities do not exist. There is only one priority. And by changing the focus from the plural to the singular, we ensure that we plan and meticulously choose that activity, whether in our work, in our academic life, or in our daily life, that allows us to achieve a high level of contribution and focus all our energy on it. An exercise that we can implement to reach that level of planning that allows us to know what is the activity to which we must give priority is to make a matrix of priorities. In the description, I will leave you a link where you will find this and other exercises that you can download for free and that will help you to start on this path towards essentialism. For now, let's continue. By establishing your priority, you take away the power of others to do it for you, and therefore you become responsible for the decisions you make and the consequences that this brings with it. When you are clear about this, it's time to make concessions. And as negative or difficult as it may seem, making concessions is the best way to make use of our ability to choose. Because, as the author says, choices are not things, options are. Choices are not something we have, they are something we make. That is why we must do it in a way that contributes to what is truly important to us. Before making a choice, keep in mind that by saying yes to one thing, you're saying no to something else. Ask yourself, does this activity contribute to my main goal, my priority? If your answer is no, reject it no matter how tempting it may be. Keep in mind that to be an essentialist, you must be able to be strategic and step out of your comfort zone when it comes to choosing among the many options you will be presented with in life. To achieve this level, you must understand that concessions are not your enemy. They are what will allow you to be great in what you have set as a priority, as well as explore all the options you have to become a highly successful person and focus on those you have considered appropriate. Regarding focus, you need to give yourself a space in which neither technology nor work gets in the way, in order to explore all those options that you have considered can contribute to any aspect of your life. To do this, like the author, I propose that you keep a journal, but not just any journal. A journal in which you constantly answer questions that challenge you and allow you to know yourself better. They can be questions like, what are my strengths? What new activities interest me and am I willing to try? What am I passionate about? Among others that you will find in the link of the description, these questions will allow you not only to focus on future actions, but also to focus on the present moment, which is another important point of essentialism. By focusing on the here and now, we're able to identify those people and things that want to monopolize our time and filter them so that they not put more obstacles in our way. And by this, I don't mean that you eliminate everything and everyone from your life, but that you become more aware of when you can let them come to you and when your priority cannot be put aside to please others. In addition to this, Being in the here and now allows you to be more aware of those situations that may get in your way and create contingency plans, buffers, as the author calls them, to reduce your efforts and maximize the results of the activities you carry out. An exercise I propose is, in the evening or at the end of your day, give yourself 10 minutes to write the following in your journal: how I am feeling, what I am thinking, how my body feels, 3 things I am grateful for, something that inspires me, 3 things I have accomplished. Doing this will not only allow you to be more present, but it will end the day with the feeling that all your hard work has paid off, because it has allowed you to make progress. And there is nothing more motivating than progress, no matter how small. These steps are better to achieve those goals that matter so much to you. And talking about ending the day, another point that the author proposes as fundamental in the path to essentialism is rest. The author proposes that the best asset we have and in which we should invest is ourselves, and the best way to do this is through rest. It's no more a secret that sleep is vital for the optimal functioning of our brain. Sleep improves our ability to solve problems because during this time the brain generates new connections, which allows us to see the world with a new perspective, as well as our projects and work, optimizing the way we make decisions and choose our actions. Many will think,
but I'm not able to sleep well,
or I
suffer from insomnia.
The biggest advantage we have is that we can adapt. And although there are sleep disorders that require specialized help, trying to improve our sleep hygiene is one of the best habits we can acquire. Moreover, improving this habit will make everything we have talked about and everything the book proposes easier to achieve. Your brain will be so grateful that it will not hesitate to help you level up your life and will work in your favor so that you can be a productive and successful person. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you would like to learn more about essentialism and its principles. Thanks for watching till the end. See you next week.